just at the location now. Here's the car here. So yeah, sitting amongst. It's been sitting there for a long time. But yeah, all good. I was just going to put it on these little wheels because the car's got no steering column. So yeah, all is good. Exciting times. Going to tow it with the BF Falcon. Howdy guys, welcome back. I've got another video I'm about to do. I had to restore the door hinges, so yeah, the hinges were, unfortunately I didn't realise they were too far gone. They had heaps of slop in them. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. I'll tell you a little story. As you've seen the thumbnail photo on this video. Yeah, what happened, I've got this Australian Muscle Car magazine. I've been reading it at work when I'm operating the machines and I'm sitting around doing nothing. And yeah, they got a 6-page feature on the XA Falcon and how it went at Bathurst, sales and all details about it. So I've been looking at this Red Pepper GT one for a while. And yeah, I've been getting on Facebook Marketplace. I'll get on there and just I'm always looking at stuff and seeing what's up there, you know, just curious. And there was this Falcon 2-door for sale in Tuggerah, sort of near Gosford, sort of not too far away from Sydney. So yeah, there was this Red Pepper XA on there for 20 grand and been up listed for like 5 weeks. I noticed lately the interest rates going up, inflation, the cost of living's gone through the roof. So there's a lot of people that are struggling at the moment. So yeah, this XA coupe was sitting there for quite some time, and I'm like, wouldn't mind buying that. And I started thinking about my finance, because it's finances. I'm building a new home, so you know I've got to be sort of careful what I'm doing financially. So yeah, I spoke to my brother and I said, look, I found this coupe, would you like it? He goes, yeah, for sure, I'd really like it, love to have it. And I said, right, that's yours, and if you want our first grabs, you can take it. And he goes, oh, I can't really get the finance at the moment, I have to leave till next month. And I'm like, I'm not going to wait that long. So yeah, went out, got a loan approved in 5 hours. Me and my brother went out, had a look at it, gave him a deposit, picked it up today. So here we are. You'll love this. What a beauty. There's a lot of rust, heap of rust, but that doesn't bother me. As you know, I love rust. I've had a bit of experience at it now. So just go through the car itself. So it's a Ford Fairmont XA 1972 model. It's got the factory, well, it had the factory 302 2V heads, 5-litre V8. Well, actually 5-litre, I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, it's got the C4, the Cruise-matic 3-speed auto column shift, which is extremely unusual, they tell me, for the coupes. Then it's just got the ordinary 75 series Borg Bonnet diff, so it did have the 25 spline axle, 2-pinion centre. So yeah, diff's not much good. So you just get one out of like an EL or an EA Falcon, bolt straight in, leaf suspension ones, that is. So that's the so yeah, pepper red. It's got saddle interior. Interior is actually really good condition. The back seat you could reuse, even the door trims you could reuse. Just needs good cleanup. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Yep, even look at the seat belts. Even the front seats, they got a bit of shit going on. You can't really see them well, but they got a bit of it's obviously age they're going. But say the front seats would have to be retrimmed. Hood lining, saddle as well, absolutely beautiful. No tears or anything, just nice. Even the visors are good. Yeah, dash is all good. I thought that was a factory stereo. It's the old Ferris stereo. I remember Mum and Dad had that in their XP back in the day. Yeah, so it's got the kidney mags on it. I've got the factory hubcaps in the boot. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, unfortunately, it's got a lot of rust. I wouldn't say it's anything worse than this car. But what made this one actually worse than this one is that the chassis rail, right end chassis rail on this car was rusted out. So that's what made this, in a sense, worse. But both seals, I'll go through the front. So pop this. Oh, I can get to it, it's hard. So it's got the motor, the bottom end, it's got to be brother's place. We had to carry that separately. It's got the block, the bottom end, and a spare block, I should say, and it's got the big label on it. So yeah, for the guards, a little bit scuffed, but they're not overly bad. But you got spare guards with it. He's got a spare grille. Got just about probably 95% of the chrome for the car. It's even got the chrome on the arches. So rust-wise, it's got obviously the battery tray, upper plenum, lower plenum. Now close this bonnet. Bonnet's pretty sad. Yeah, needs a lot of work. This is what happens. The hinges seize up and that, and people force them, they walk them up. But I reckon I can fix this bonnet. I reckon I could. Although they are starting, I've just noticed they're starting to make them again now. One place has. Can't think of the name, Southern Cross Fabrications or something. So they make the bonnets, the upper, I forget what it's called, that's perfect. Doors, he's got 2 spare doors. But yeah, obviously they need to be reskinned. Got a bit of rust at the bottom, not too fussed about that. Easily enough to just get new skins. Get them Australian made for $2,000, or you get the ones like I've got in my car, import for $1,000. If I could take the doors off, it's completely rusted out here. I might actually pop a door off, I'll show you. So I've got this door off. The other door's sort of wedged in there, so I won't do too much of that. But this door here, I haven't even looked at these doors properly, but look at that. Ho ho ho. A little bit of shit going on there, but that there is in good condition. Amazing. So yeah, but look at this. Cancer. Cancer. It's much worse than mine. So they do make a reproduction of them, but about $1,500 each. I'd be inclined to see if I can salvage one out of another old Falcon, 70s Falcon. I have to look into that, but yeah, needs inner, outer cells. Look at this, cancer. I'm sure all this, it's going to be majorly rusted, like, so the A pillar, B pillar, look at that. Rust. The boot. Cancer. So this, yep, look at that. So, yeah, I reckon I could salvage this boot, because it's still got, it's, as bad as this car is in rust, it's reasonably straight. So it's got it still has maintains the slip there. It's just a matter of putting a big patch in the middle, I reckon. Either that or just get new skin for it. So yeah, major cancer across here, across the bottom. But yeah, still retains its original rear panel. So if I was to, I'd encourage Mark to keep this. Get a cheap remanufactured one and use the bottom of it, and keep that, because this is original. So you've even got the holes there for the insert, for what it used to be in there. Still actually got it somewhere, but it's in pieces. Yeah, heaps of spare parts. This needs to be rebuilt. Whole parcel shelf, but there's a section I'll have to show you to explain a bit of my car. So you look at the parcel shelf. So this here in mine's out of the sedan, which was mint, hasn't had nothing of the speakers done. That part there, which goes underneath it, is from Custom Garage. That's off just a cheap one from Rare Spares. That's Rare Spares. But you get, for my brother, he can get, if he needs to, he can get this whole section, pretty much this whole rear parcel shelf. So he's gonna have to get upper plenum, new lower plenum, new this section, and there's this section here. You can get that new now. Yeah, in here, that panel in there, A pillar. In here, I'll have to replace that. Yeah, a lot of work. But if you put that aside, put all the rust part of it aside, and focus on the actual part when it comes up the bodywork, I can look at this car and see massive potential. Like you can get brand new guards. You can buy the new stone guard or whatever it's called. You can get them new. You can get new front bumper. You can get remanufactured grille if you want to go that far. But this girl's pretty good, and the other girls we've got's pretty good too. So, in saying that, I don't think even the rear quarters, like they're reasonably straight, and it's rusted on the inside of here, but this here still looks pretty good. Obviously, you'd have to clean up really good from the outside, from the inside, and then weld it and build it up again. But yeah, I think I consider this to be better than mine. Down here.
Hey, you're right into it.
Yeah, so yeah, the rear quarters are reasonably straight. The other side's going to be damaged, but it hasn't. I don't think it had an offside mirror. So yeah, so the roof's straight. That's a bonus. Mine, kids just played trampoline on it, so I had a lot of trouble trying to get it good again. But that's good. On the dash, beautiful. It's even got the it's got the padding on the glove box. Where mine, being a Falcon 500, mine hasn't got that padding. You can see it better in here. Look at that. Daylight. Much the same as mine was. But yeah, absolute cracker. If my brother didn't buy this car, I definitely would have bought it and kept it for myself. But he hasn't got a coupe. He's wanted one for ages. Hopefully he's got spare wipers. I haven't got any of mine. He's got all this chrome on the rear window. Yeah, 20 grand. I reckon that's a bloody good deal. I'm eager to start working on it, but he's not going to be working on it for a while. He's actually got a Falcon XA wagon S-Pack. He hasn't pulled it apart yet. He's just bought it, and he's had it for probably 3 years or so, and he's 2 years or whatever, and he's got it sitting in his garage, and he's got his car, this wagon, sitting in his garage, and he recently bought a Falcon ED wagon. He's going to use that as a work car. It's got a Windsor 5 litre in it, but he's decided now he's going to piss that off. And when he pays me for this car, he's going to take this car home, put it in his shed, but he can't really start on it for a while, which is all good. But I might be able to help out, and he might be able to give me the boot or give me a panel, and I'll work on it. But for now, yeah, he's going to come over on the weekend. We're going to start pulling stuff off it and just seeing what rust sections need to be ordered. Let's get an idea where he's at. So you'll budget for the rust sections and get them, because you can't always get the rust sections off the shelf. You sort of got to order them and wait for them to come in. So yeah, all good. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's even got a cat. Someone's been in mining or something. I don't know. Love to know the history. What we do know, I'm in the Hunter Valley area. So nearby, I've got Cessnock. So apparently this car, the guy who bought it off, he buys and sells cars, mostly Holdens. But he went to back of Cessnock somewhere, and this bloke had all these cars in his paddock on this little small acreage, and this car was sitting down amongst all his cars. So he made an offer. The story was that this car was a parts car. They had two GT coupes. I don't know what models, XA, XBs, but this was a parts car for them. So they're pulling bits and pieces off them and putting them on these cars. But it got to a point, yeah, he bought this car. He's had it sitting for a while, and yeah, he decided to sell it off. But he noticed the market's starting to die now. People aren't offering big money for these coupes. Like, people are getting a bit shy because of the way the market is. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will have another video of this coupe. The next one will be those bloody door hinges. Thanks for watching.